All eyes are on Nashville tonight as we get ready for a top 5 heavyweight showdown between the number 4 Texas Longhorns and the number 5 Vanderbilt Commodores. Shea Ralph, 5th season at Vanderbilt, was an assistant at UConn for 13 plus seasons. There is Vic Schaefer, 6th season at Texas. This is the 6th AP top 5 matchup this season, the 5th involving Texas. That is how tough their schedule has been for Vic Schaefer's squad. And listen, Shea Ralph, they've had a really tough schedule as well. We talked about it could be for a 1 seed. Officials today, Melissa Barlow, Bill Lawrence, and Ashley Goody. We are ready to rock and roll. Washington and Brea Cunningham. The tip is won by Sasha Washington into the arms of Aubrey Galvin. Join us for 40, will ya? Jackalenga Menentonda, the transfer from Texas this year. Right away, Blakes gets bumped. And not even 15 seconds in, Shane Foster, Mikayla Blakes is headed to the line for 2. Blakes is an 84.5% free throw shooter. Vic Schaefer already talking to one of the officials about that foul call. By the way, that foul was on Cunningham, her first. You see the starting 5. We talked about Harmon and Booker. Listen, it was Justice Carlton, the sophomore to Katy, Texas, the big reason why they beat number 18 Kentucky on Monday, as Booker gets her first easy 2.
Well, Texas is going to come out and not only run their offense, but then on the defensive side of the floor, they're going to pressure, and they're going to make sure that you feel uncomfortable. So this is really going to be one of the best games that people get a chance to see all year.
We talked about Blakes, but listen, Aubrey Galvin, the freshman at Deerfield, Illinois, she is somebody to watch here today. Crashing and colliding, and that's going to be an offensive foul.
For the charge right there.
I think Rory Harmon goes to sleep at night just dreaming about taking a charge when the game starts, and right away, that's exactly what she does. Kyla Oldacre, and how about that? The soft touch from double zeros.
Absolutely. What a great post move right there. Taking advantage of her size and using the touch, get it in the basket.
Oldacre averaging 11 points per game, almost 7 rebounds per game. Sasha Washington, they got the switch on the smaller guard in Harmon. Nobody picked up one in Tunda, and against her former team, an easy lay-in.
You're going to need her to have a special day in order to have a chance here against Texas.
One of the most dominant wins of the season for Vanderbilt on Monday night, beating number 10 Oklahoma. Mid-range game is no good. Battle for the board, an offensive rebound there for Carlton. And then Harmon leaves the jumper short. Kick out. Trey on the way is true. That is Jordan Lee, the sophomore out of Stockton, California, averaging a touch over 13 points per game. Aaliyah Del Rosario, the LSU transfer. Nice kick. Passat, one of the best three-point snipers in the country. Passat shooting the tray at 45%. Averaging 11.5 points per game. Madison Booker, mid-range game, no good. Rebound to Galvin.
Well, the Commodores are showing their size as well.
This is one of the best matchups you'll see all season. Galvin and Harmon. How about Aubrey Galvin? Got the pick. So Vanderbilt started this game with a 2-0 lead thanks to Mikayla Blakes, 2 free throws. Tough shot there by Justice Carlton. Aubrey Galvin almost gets it taken away. Wenentanda. The foul on Oldacre. Got Oldacre in the air.
Coming to that jump stop, getting on those 2 feet, get the defense up in the air, and then going in and creating the contact, getting herself to the free throw line.
The graduate student out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota, averaging 7.5 points per game. And listen, Vic Schaefer had a wonderful quote in the presser earlier this week. He said, "I love Jackalenga. Grew each and every year here at Texas as Booker could not get it to go."
Shea Ralph get into a playbook as this game goes on. But right now, they're just trying to weather the storm and continue to be aggressive on both sides themselves.
So Texas is coming off a 64-53 win over number 18 Kentucky. Didn't shoot it all that great as Del Rosario gets the block. Galvin pump fake. Blakes thought about it. Justine Passat for 3, and it is good.
Oh my goodness! It's rated threes by Justine Passat.
Texas just 3 of 11 from the floor. Oldacre inside, trying to barrel her way through. Great 1v1 defending there by Passat, who just hit the 3 on the other end. Watch Galvin create. Step back three. She got it.
I mean, they are playing high-level basketball right here.
Vanderbilt shooting 63% to start. Oldacre couldn't get it once again. And how about Aaliyah Del Rosario right now?
Playing a huge role, coming in, matching their size, and making sure it's difficult for them to score on the offensive end.
Pissot got caught. Now they get it to Galvin to reset the offense here.
Aubrey Galvin is a special point guard. She's got the speed and the quickness, but she is so under control.
Blakes has to go here. 3 on the clock. Blakes gets all the way to the rack. Are you kidding me? And that is what makes her the magician. It's an 11-point lead.
There's not a lot of players that can do that when you're the best player on the floor, and the scouting report is literally to stop you. She's great in every aspect of the game.
All right, Texas. Vic Schaefer had to call a timeout, and I'll tell you what, out of the timeout, that is a really nice design there for Booker. Booker gets the free throw to go. I mean, what else can you say if you're Shea Ralph? They're shooting 67% so far.
Well, they just got to keep it up. Understand that this is a long game. You're playing well right now. As long as they continue to keep the foot on the pedal, they'll continue to have success.
14th in the country in assists per game. That is the best mark amongst freshmen. 4th best mark in the SEC.
You don't see freshmen like this control the game and the pace of the game as you see Rory Harmon. I mean, obviously one of the best in the country as well, and on many awards lists, knocking down that shot over Galvin.
How about the step-back mid-range game there for Harmon? And now it's picked off here by Taya Sidbury, and Sidbury cannot lay it in, though. Missed it, then tried to save it.
A lot of those turnovers that happen above the free throw line are automatic baskets. Not against the Commodores. They're going to fight to get back into it.
Not a great decision there by Galvin. Booker takes it away. Lee wants her second three and connects. They are second in the country in turnover margin. They turn it over just 11.5 times per contest.
Well, for them, it's all about pressure. It's pressure and ball handlers, pressure into your best players as Mikayla gets another layup. But the Commodores have weathered that storm early in this game. They just got to stick with it.
Sidbury, floater, no good, left it short. Oldacre, Blakes in the mix, and then Wenentanda took it away. And the possession arrow favors Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt averages 85.4 points per game. That is the 8th best mark in the country. Galvin had to heave it up. Are you kidding me? Aubrey Galvin. Lee, spin move. Oldacre got some space, but could not lay it home. A rare miss there for Oldacre. Galvin behind the back. Pissot back to Galvin. Galvin thought about the three, going to reset. If you haven't watched Aubrey Galvin play, it is an all-time show is the best way to put it. 2-second difference between game clock and shot clock. Working on Lee. Galvin the kick. Wenentanda the tray. It is true!
Oh my goodness! The Commodores are here. 27-15. Aubrey Galvin with the amazing...
Aubrey Galvin out of control for most, not for her. What a first 10 minutes here in Nashville. The Doors on top by 12 on the SEC Network.
They're holding Texas to 6 for 19 from the field. Texas is a great offensive team. So you got to stick with the defense. The offense is going to take care of itself.
Texas, the 6th best scoring team in the country. Vanderbilt, the 8th best scoring team. All right, 10 minutes down, 30 to go. Sidbury tried to lay it in with the left. Would have been an acrobatic shot. But another offensive rebound here for the Horns.
They are challenging every single play at the rim and putting pressure on these guards. But Texas is not going to go away easy. A great individual, good student, and loves the game of basketball, loves her teammates. She plays so hard and is always around the basketball.
How about Brea Cunningham? Took it away and then got the easy deuce. They shot 45%, 35% from three. And Oklahoma's just 2 of 24 from the three-point line. I mean, the Doors did a wonderful job defending.
As we thought that might have ended up in a foul, but they called the jump ball. The ball stays with Texas.
Booker, too easy. Okay, Rory Harmon, 2 assists away. Now, she has 1 so far tonight. 2 assists away from 900 in her career. Over 1,500 career points. I mean, she just embodies what Texas is about. How about Galvin? Little shake and bake.
This game is played at such a high speed and high level. Conditioning plays a big role. You don't always have the legs to knock down these threes. The Commodores are going to stay with it.
Vanderbilt leads by 8. Make it 11. Point blank. Pissot once again. I was talking about this with somebody as Harmon slips, but missed everything that time. I was talking about this with somebody earlier. It just feels like Justine Pissot should take about 10 to 15 threes a game as Blakes banks it home.
Mikayla Blakes, you can keep her down for a little bit, but you can't stop her. She scores on the fast break. One-on-one opportunity.
Lee leads the break here. Lee tried to lay it home and got fouled on the way up. Jordan Lee, who hit her first 2 trays of the night. Well, Jordan Lee, 6 points per game last year on the SEC all-freshman team. Now averaging double that at least. And how about the save? But Del Rosario with her 3rd stuff of the night. Listen, and this is the stuff we live for, right? You just see the battle down low between Booker and Del Rosario. And Booker gets it right in the face of Del Rosario and got the mid-range to go.
But I'm here.
Blake's trying to take on Harmon. Little step back, Jay. Oh, my.
She's going to create a little space and get that jumper going here in the second.
Rory Harmon, who might just be the best defender in the country, is saying, are you kidding me? What more do you want her to do? Floating it in that time was Ashton Judd, the senior out of West Plains, Missouri. Averaged 11.5 points per game for Mizzou last year. Blakes in transition. Texas has to do a better job, don't they, of getting back?
Well, the thing is, you can't be strong full court and at the rim on the other side. You got to pick one. And they're really strong in the full court press, but they're a little weaker when it comes to getting back in transition.
Galvin, the banker, goes.
And kissed it off the glass for the lay-in.
Rory Harmon is 1 assist away from 900 in her career. And that is just so smooth there from Harmon, but couldn't get it. Last touched by Texas.
My. What is not to like about this Commodore team?
Vanderbilt shooting 50%. Blakes thinking baseline, got it to go, and the foul. Mikayla Blakes taking over in Memorial once more. Blakes is up to 12, trying to match her teammate in Galvin for the game high, now up to 13 and does.
Back in my roots of Mississippi, they would call that some good home cooking.
Booker, baseline, missed everything, rebound Galvin. Galvin and Blakes have 26 apiece. That's what the Longhorns have. Blakes couldn't get in. How about Ayanna Mitchell with the face mask and all? Got her nose popped on Monday against Oklahoma. Blakes once again.
Again, enforcing her will on this Longhorn team. Giving it to them in all kinds of ways.
When you're on that bench, you haven't played for 18 minutes, all of a sudden you come out, you get a big-time offensive board, and it leads to another Mikayla Blakes lay-in. Aga Makara, she's a three-point sniper. Wenentanda against her former buddy and teammate, and Wenentanda got it to go.
But she can also go back to the basket and get your team a bucket, as you see her do it well right there.
Still plenty of time left, but by the way, if you didn't think Vanderbilt's for real, take a look at this score so far.
Don't just watch what's happening on the floor. Watch the Commodores bench. They're engaged, every single person. You talked about coming off the bench, hadn't played the whole time, making impactful plays. It's a part of the culture.
Blakes to Mitchell.
She gets a lock in.
And guess what? Mikayla Blakes returns the favor.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
This will be the final offensive possession of this first half. The Doors have dominated. Final 5 seconds. Preston shake and bake move. Preston floats one, could not get it, and that'll do it for the first 20 minutes. Listen, we thought Oklahoma was the best 20 minutes in that first half that they had played all season. This might have topped it for Shea Ralph. I got to imagine it's do what you did in that first half, right?
You have to stay with it. Stay focused. This is a big game, but we're going to treat this like this is what we're supposed to do. This is the expectation. We have the best player in the country. We have the best team in the country. Now let's go out and show we're just that.
So the Doors will start with it here. Final 20 minutes between number 4 and number 5. Blakes, a 3-ball is good. The lead is up to 20.
She only made one jump shot in the first half.
Inside, Cunningham got caught. Trying to make a move on Washington, couldn't bank it home. And how about Lee skying high for the offensive rebound, and then Lee the pull-up. No good, last touched by Ashton Judd.
Creating space in their box out so that they don't give up so many second chances.
Galvin trying to get to the rack, lays it in with the left. So the 1-2 punch, they call him Batman and Robin. An illegal strain on Cunningham. That is the third on Brea Cunningham. So Oldacre back into the ball game. Galvin from way downtown. Boy, that would have been something. Got her own miss somehow. Feeds it to Washington. Couldn't lay it home, but a blocking foul called. That foul was on Ashton Judd. That was her first, team's second. Sasha Washington, who has been the heart and soul in her 5th season, missed 957 days. Lead up to 24. Booker tried to feed Oldacre. It was poked away by Mwenentanda. It's Judd's assignment right now. Backdoor slip. Blakes couldn't get it to go. That was nice defending there by Judd and got the rebound. Harmon trying to go coast to coast and does. Got bumped and won.
Harmon trying to will her team to make some shots and to bring some energy.
Rory Harmon still 1 assist away from 900 in her career. Completes the three-point play. Over 1,500 career points. 1 more assist. She gets to 900. Most assists all time at the University of Texas. Linda Wagner's record stood for 46 seasons.
Can't say enough about Aubrey Galvin. That whole play worked solely because she's so good.
3-ball. No good that time by Judd.
Justine Passat showing her size, helping to rebound on the boards.
Galvin. Oh, what a dime!
Aubrey Galvin. So they got to continue to do what they do well. As you see the jump shot right there. She's being aggressive and trying to make things happen. Passat, unlikely miss. I'm sure the Longhorns don't want to make the habit out of that.
Harmon, shake and bake. Got it stripped away by Blakes.
Again, hero ball. You start to force stuff.
Blakes tray in transition.
Mikayla with the dagger. Telling the Commodores, we're not backing down. We're keeping our foot on the gas. This is the Commodore home. They're going to play like it.
And you can just see why Mikayla Blakes says she is the most impactful player on this Doors team. Blakes tried to pick the pocket. 3-ball. It's good. How about the touch there from Crump?
Longhorns executing their offense. That's what they got to get back to. They're not going to do it by people being heroes. They're going to do it as a team effort.
Blakes crashing and colliding, got fouled. We'll wait to see who it's on.
But she has dominated the game in her efficiency and the confidence that she's given her teammates.
Blakes up to 22, the lead up to 24. How do you come back down 24?
Well, you got to do it on the defensive side of the ball. And now that you understand the Commodores, but you got to stop the Commodores from scoring at such a high clip. And so you have to do it on the defensive side, and more in the half court than in the full court.
Of course, Booker and Wenen talked about it earlier, but former teammates, really good friends, played with each other for a couple of seasons as Booker goes 1 of 2. And then a foul committed.
Sasha Washington staying around the ball. That's her 7th rebound of the match.
Vanderbilt was picked 7th in the preseason poll. Texas was picked to win the league. As Wenen is going to shoot 2 free throws here because Vanderbilt is in the bonus. Jakalenga, who had 13 points and 9 rebounds. Listen, she had 3 points and 3 boards in Texas's win over Vanderbilt last year. And listen, the Horns dominated that one, 87-66. This crowd, this Commodore crowd, has been electric tonight. As banking one home is Cunningham, who's playing with 4 fouls. And that is going to be an offensive foul on Mikayla Blakes. She picks up her 2nd.
You don't have to meet strength with strength right now. You just need to execute.
If you're Texas, is there a number you're looking at to get this down to start the 4th quarter?
Well, absolutely. You want to get it down to 15-10 if absolutely possible.
Nice feed by Preston as Cunningham lays it home, and all of a sudden the lead down to 20.
I just also want it to be known that Madison Booker is out here guarding the Commodores' point guard as Sasha gets an easy one at the rim.
Crump way out of control that time. But Cunningham battling for the board, but could not get it to go. Now Booker. Look at the hustle on both sides. And then the tie-up favors Vanderbilt.
This is what high-level basketball looks like.
And a foul away from the ball. Blakes, the reigning Tamika Catchings Freshman of the Year. SEC Freshman and Player of the Week in the same week. That was back in 2006. And anytime you're in the same conversation as Candace Parker, you're doing something right. Booker. Cunningham off the window. Nice feed there by Booker.
But you got to know that they are not going to get back into this game making 2-point baskets.
Jakalenga got blocked. The stuff by Sidbury. So with 1:16 left in this 3rd quarter, whatever foul happens next, if it does here in the 3rd, will send Texas to the line. But
so she's going to continue to exploit that as much as possible.
This is Cunningham's 9th double-digit game of 2025-2026. And taken away by Booker. Jakalenga hits the deck. Booker in transition. Crump for 3 is no good, but Cunningham is there. Nobody boxes her out.
Cunningham is cleaning it up.
So the lead shrinks to 18, and Agamakara got fouled by Crump, so she's headed to the charity stripe. Played an efficient 16 minutes against Oklahoma on Monday. Gets the first free throw to go. She's now a perfect 3 for 3. A really good shooter is number 24, and make it a perfect 4 for 4 on the year. Texas trying to get some momentum going into the 4th.
Again, they got to resist the urge of playing hero ball.
Picked off by Jakalenga. Not what Vic Schaefer wanted to see. Shot clock is off. Blakes doesn't care. All the way to the rack, got fouled. And 2 more free throws coming up for the Magician. So Cunningham, who had a really solid 3rd quarter, Mikayla Blakes with 2 more free throws coming up. She is 6 of 7 from the line so far tonight. Just a touch under 85% on the season. Make it 6 of 8.
So you got to know that consecutive 30-point game streak will continue.
Preston trying to make a move here. At the horn for the Horns, and how about that? Bully ball from Brianna Preston, an and one. Every point matters here late in this contest. And Aubrey Galvin not going to take a chance there. So Vanderbilt's lead is down to 18. They lead the number 4 team in the land. It's being studied and watched by a lot of fans around the country. All right, final 10 minutes here between number 4 and number 5. Texas has to go in a hurry here if they want a chance to come back. That is a nice slip to the hoop, and the lay-in by Sidbury, the lead down to 16. Alex Gould, Shane Foster, Dean McConaughey, our producer, and our entire SEC Network crew, we appreciate you kicking it with us for number 4 versus number 5, and an offensive foul here.
I tell you what, as I said before, the Commodores have to make sure that when the defensive pressure goes up, that they remain poised.
How about that? Preston lazy. What, extended minutes here for Brianna Preston. We have not seen Rory Harmon in a while. Galvin, mid-range game. No good. Rebound to Sidbury. Preston. What a find. Crump for 3. Boy, that would have been a big one for the Longhorns, but an offensive rebound for Sidbury.
Well, the Commodores can't back off their half-court pressure just because they're up. The lead is no longer 20, and so they got to play like this is a battle.
Preston into Oldacre, and Oldacre lays it in. For Texas, they have had the hardest schedule in the country. Number 2 UCLA, number 3 South Carolina, number 6 LSU, number 12 Baylor, 14 Ole Miss, 18 Kentucky, 21 UNC, 7 ranked wins as Galvin stops the run.
Man, you gotta love this freshman.
Boy, did Vanderbilt need it. Lead back up to 15. The other freshman in Crump got fouled.
Got to make free throws because the Commodores are not going to just let them score at the basket. They've defended well all day.
Crump now up to 6, make it 7.
Got to keep their foot on the pedal, but just do it in a way that shows tremendous poise and execution.
Blakes with 25, feeds Washington. Washington, the banker, is good.
When in doubt, go to the tried and true.
Still no Rory Harmon for Texas. I'm not sure why, as Booker gets the mid-range jumper to go. So still a 13-point advantage. How about that? The press break is perfect.
And Winning Tonda knocks it down for 2.
Booker, book it. Trying to take some time here if they can.
Well, she's going to run
Hand
the
off
clock.
to Passat. Couldn't get it, but there is Sasha Washington, who muscles her way for the offensive board. And then a tie-up, and now this favors Texas.
Tell you what, this has been the best night I've had all week. Such an amazing game we get a chance to watch here today.
Oldacre trying to bully her way in, couldn't bank it home. Booker, how about the touch?
When in doubt, get the ball to your best player, Madison Booker.
Blakes got bumped by Preston. And that was her 8th made free throw of the contest. Make it 27, and the lead back up to 13. So they try and do it with the mid-range game and some set pieces offensively. There is Crump, who misses the 3. Just talking about it. Booker, reverse action.
Expect the Commodores to keep the ball in Aubrey and Mikayla's hands.
Blakes, crossover for 3, is good!
That is me! Texas is going to have to go fast.
And oh, by the way, another 30-piece for Mikayla Blakes, her 9th of the season, her 4th in a row, as Booker answers on the other end.
Top 5 matchup. The Commodores did not disappoint. The job that Shea Ralph has done with this Commodore team, I mean, what she's done with this team and the best player in the entire nation,
The best ranked win in Vanderbilt history came against number 3 Auburn. That was 73-70 inside Memorial back in 2009. This is going to be a top 4 win to add to the resume. Final offensive possession of the night. Booker cannot get the 3. Blakes battles for the board, and she gets fouled. So with 6.5 seconds left.
What a game. Much deserved celebration by the Memorial Magic.
Sasha Washington gets a loud ovation. So number 6 LSU, number 7 Michigan, number 10 Oklahoma, number 18 Kentucky. The wins for Vanderbilt coming in, and let's listen to this roll. The magician's latest trick. Mikayla Blakes with 34 points. Final shot at the buzzer is no good, and it's a top 4 win for Shea Ralph's squad. They dominate the number 5 Texas Longhorns. They win it 86-70.
What a game from start to finish.